Everyone, without exception, is looking for financial growth. And even more so, the millennials, who are under a lot of pressure to make ends meet. Don't be ashamed, we're all navigating through life. But here's the thing, the only thing stopping you from getting $10,000 a month is knowledge and how to apply it. The problem, there's a lot of misinformation out there. Clickbaits, deceit, Ponzi's, you name it. However, let's take away the noise and malicious stuff. Today, we'll be breaking down the only model you need to hit that $10,000 mark as a millennial and quit that measly job. No fluff, just facts. Do you agree that financial freedom is a journey? It has a starting point, it has a destination, a pathway, and dreadful obstacles. That said, every journey needs a vehicle, a medium to move you. Your finances are no different. And no, we're not talking about a shiny Tesla. We mean a golden opportunity. One that has good benefits, but not a lot of risk. So, what are you good at? Look around you. Endless opportunities are waiting to be tapped. $10,000 is achievable regardless of how much you currently have as a startup. You know Mark Cuban, right? The billionaire philanthropist? He's like Bruce Wayne, but better. He didn't inherit an empire. He made it all himself with work and sweat. Want to know the amazing part? His smart, creative blueprints for success are there for all to see.
Don't look for the perfect answer. Just look to get the experience, look to learn, because all these different exposures, all the different things you learn, learning how to learn, that's what's going to get you excited and juice you for something that you love. Because once you find something you love to do, that's when the magic happens.
Every average Joe is aware of his wealth, and many know he hit multi-millionaire status at 32. What's not common knowledge? The fact that he hit rock bottom just 5 years before that. You see, at age 27, when he was having his first entrepreneurial swing with his software company called Micro Solutions, he was shocked to see only $2,000 left in his account. And no, he didn't squander it at all. It was betrayal, a sabotage by his secretary who had been stealing from him with forged company checks to the tune of $82,000. But here's where the plot thickens. He neither gave up nor succumbed to the pressure. He picked himself up and worked even harder, studying software manuals and comparing new technologies daily. And guys, it paid off. Micro Solutions kept growing, and Cuban sold it for $6 million back in 1990, only 5 years after his darkest point. So, where are we going with this? There's always a golden ticket to financial freedom if you're willing to grab it. But first, you need a reliable vehicle, a method that can fetch you a lot of money without any fear of losing all you own. And on that note, trading should never be your primary basket. Many traders nowadays intentionally push misleading stuff just to lure you in with promises. Why? It's easy. Signing up with their affiliate links places them on a payroll. Sure, you've got a few dollars as a sign-up bonus, but each time you lose, they get dividends from you. And let's be real, even if you had $1,000 to trade, would you be able to flip it into $15,000 or even $20,000 in a year? Do the math, guys. The number of successful trades, especially when compared to those that fail, is so little. Why risk it all for profits that are not even worth it? Instead, why don't you invest that $1,000 into launching a streamlined online business? By the end of the year, you could be looking at tens of thousands of dollars or more. That said, optimism shouldn't replace realism all the time. While hitting hundreds of thousands in your first year is genuinely possible, as you've probably seen from a lot of rich entrepreneurs, the fact it happens once in a blue moon means it is a bit unrealistic. Nevertheless, by the end of the year, you should be making a significant amount of cash, likely more than your earnings from a traditional 9-to-5 job. Want to know the cherry on top? You can do this remotely. To generate a steady income, you have to have a revenue stream that consistently produces free cash flow. And we don't mean inaccessible profits. It should be genuinely usable. You see, people focus on net worth, citing impressive figures like $20 million. However, the real financial strength lies in generating tangible, accessible profits rather than being fixated solely on amassed wealth. Consider a man whose entire net worth is tied up in his company. Getting it out wouldn't be simple. thanks to potential investor interests and other considerations. Similarly, individuals heavily invested in the property market may boast substantial portfolio values, yet liquidity might be challenging, leaving them not as cash rich as their overall worth suggests. Why? Because they don't have substantial cash readily available. Their wealth is tied up in various assets, and starting a business in such a position is not ideal. Would you mind having your mind blown? Excelling at sales is the pillar of building financial success. Its importance cannot be overstated. According to a 2017 survey conducted by Heidrick & Struggles, around 15% of CEOs in the top 100 Fortune 500 companies started their careers in sales. This makes sales the third most common background among U.S. chief executives, coming after finance and engineering and tying with operations. It goes to show just how important sales can be. We can't help but remember Mark Cuban's quote on sales. Once you learn how to sell, you can always start a business, because you're an entrepreneur at heart. Want to know something funny? Even if Mark Cuban were to lose his fortune overnight, he would still be confident in his capability to become a multimillionaire again. His amazing gift of making sales was the vehicle that carried him to wealth. If you're providing services to clients, whether it's constructing their marketing funnels, crafting short-form content like Instagram Reels or amazing TikTok videos, managing multiple media accounts, or specializing in Google Ads with a focus on e-commerce brands, there are a lot of things that you need to know. To start with, your service must have at least one of these two things. Either a perceived high value for clients, where they can easily see and understand its worth, as this would give them good reason to invest significant amounts, be it $1,000 or $3,000 per month. And secondly, demonstrate high leverage, providing substantial impact and efficiency for the client's investment. Imagine a digital marketing agency that implements marketing automation tools for a client. By setting up automated email campaigns, social media posts, and analytics tracking, they leverage technology to efficiently reach the target audience. This not only saves time, but also enhances the precision of the marketing strategy, providing the client with a high-impact solution that extends the reach and effectiveness of their campaigns. Or let's say that you have a bakery that adopts an advanced ordering system. This smart move enables them to efficiently manage orders, reduce waiting times, and allocate baking resources effectively. Without this system, they might face longer customer waits, uneven resource use, or potential revenue loss. So this tech-savvy approach isn't just a convenience, it's a business superpower, ensuring smoother operations and happier customers by avoiding issues like long waits and inefficiency. That is leverage. By using technology-driven solutions, you would not only improve your operational efficiency, but also avoid potential setbacks like higher expenses or worse customer dissatisfaction. High leverage in this context is the best way to stay competitive, ensure cost effectiveness, and deliver a superior service over your competitors that keeps your clients satisfied, loyal, and coming back for more. In summary, you need to offer an amazing service or reliable guidance, consulting on something that brings so much value and wonderful benefits to business so that you can make $10,000 a month. Or, if you want to be more realistic, let's say until you start to make $3,000, $4,000, or $5,000 a month before using leverage. Now, it's worth mentioning that the focus on these business models is creating sustainable development and business growth at a reasonable pace. Only shady business models can promise you giant amounts like millions of dollars in your first year. Nope, that's a red flag. Building a solid business that wouldn't fall apart easily is something you should be dreaming of. Think of it like sailing a ship in calm waters rather than stormy seas. Growing a business isn't a short sprint. It's a longer race where smart plans and flexibility beat quick bursts. Success isn't just about money. It's about having a strong and lasting business. This is especially true when the business is in its initial stages. After tasting success on your own, the idea is to use smart strategies to earn even more. It might mean making a bit less money per task, but it opens the door for much bigger earnings overall. It's like having a team and more income sources. avoiding the tricky business tightrope walk linked to chasing huge money goals. Do you have a chance to make $10,000 a month? Yes. Although it might take a year or more to get to this benchmark, probably not more than 3. The internet provides us with so many opportunities, from online sales platforms to digital marketing strategies and leveraging scalable models.
$20+ million. Life was good. Then one of my buddies from college sat down with me and he was like, there's this whole new thing called the internet. There's got to be a way we can use this to listen to Indiana basketball. We set up this website called AudioNet.
Guys, you can tap into e-commerce platforms like Shopify, explore affiliate marketing programs, or offer consulting services remotely. You can generate a lot of income if you play your cards right. The key, though, lies in commitment and picking the right path that aligns with your skills and interests. So, why don't you embrace the digital opportunities and set forth on your journey towards financial success? You can't afford to be missing out. But get this. What if we told you following all the steps that have been discussed in this video would still not get you anywhere if you failed to apply one more rule? The last piece of the puzzle to reach that $10,000 a month is to keep your eyes on what you spend. Yeah, it might sound simple or even a bit cliche, but do not be fooled by its simplicity. This is a super important step. Why? Because when you start earning more, it gets tempting to improve your lifestyle and spend a lot more. How about we use some avatars to paint the picture? Meet Jane. She used to stick to a tight budget when she earned less. But things got better when she got promoted and she got fatter paychecks. Seeing so much in her account, Jane decides to get a fancier apartment, a brand new car, and all the expensive accessories she could lay her hands on. While these upgrades are cool, they also come with higher rent, car payments, and shopping bills. However, here is where things get interesting. Jane's coworker, Fred, he also got promoted. Despite this, he still maintained his smart lifestyle by cooking at home, making budgets, and increasing his savings exponentially. Who do you think would have a higher chance of gaining long-lasting financial freedom? We'll let you answer that. When you finally reach the benchmark of earning $10,000 a month, you need to live like you're making half of that. Make savings, invest wisely, and build a safety net. By living below your means and socking away money, you're not only preparing for the future, but also creating a buffer for unplanned expenses.
Rich is all relative, so there's certain things you need to do in order to put yourself in the best position to be rich. The first thing you need to do is live like a student. When you get that first job, it's really cool. I remember looking at cars and thinking, I want this car.
So, in summary, choose the right vehicle for your current career stage. Stretch out the timeline, understand that success takes time, and be disciplined with your expenses. These 3 components can pave the way to reaching your goal of making $10,000 a month. Remember, success is a journey, not a destination. It may take up to 3 or 4 years to consistently reach that $10,000 mark, but honestly, who cares? In the realm of business, dedication, continuous learning, and a dash of luck matter most. Don't be disheartened by others' fast-paced journeys. Everyone has their timing, and yours will come soon enough. That said, when you do reach that $10,000 mark, the focus shifts on establishing it as your baseline. It's more than just an achievement. You have to make that record your new identity. You have to keep doing it over and over and make it a standard. Think of it as a new chapter rather than the end of your story. But don't forget there are always going to be ups and downs. Businesses, no matter how easy they are, never have a linear trajectory. It's more like a roller coaster with thrilling highs, challenging lows, and extended periods that feel like you're stuck. However, during these stagnant phases, it's crucial to maintain momentum and persevere. Imagine a scenario where your business that was once doing well encounters a downturn, or faces a market shift that requires adapting. In these instances, it's easy to feel stuck in a flat line, questioning the strategies in place. But this is where that fight is most important. Let's imagine a girl named Diane who runs a tech startup. After an initial surge in demand where she felt over the world, the market dynamics changed and her company was at a standstill. The revenue seems stagnant and enthusiasm wanes. Yet she doesn't give up. Rather, she goes back to the drawing board, reassesses the business model, implements innovative solutions, and persistently refines strategies. In no time, things would be back up again. The main idea is that you may want to take a step back and study whenever things aren't going well in your business journey. It may just be an avenue to bounce back like never before. Remember how Mark Cuban turned it around?